So as for my pretty awesome outfit tonight, fleece lined leggings and a sweatshirt, you can tell it's a Friday night in college. And now you're thinking, oh, I'm sorry, Jillian, I guess you don't get invited to parties if you're in on Friday night. No, I was invited, I just didn't want to go. And now you're thinking, wow, Jillian, you're really boring. No, I'm not. I'm just introverted. So when everyone talks about college, they talk about all the big parties and all the like fun things people do, and you want to know what they do on the weekends and where the ragers are and how much you can drink. And that's all well and good and fun from time to time, but some people, you can definitely hear the conversation going on outside. We're gonna ignore it. If you're someone like me and you're introverted, going out is exhausting. Going out takes a crap ton of energy, and if I'm gonna go out for, you know, a typical night out, go to a pregame or a meetup, and then go to an actual party for several hours, and then probably hang out after. A part of being an introvert is that I get my energy from being alone. So something like that is spending a huge amount of energy. So if I go out to a party, I'm gonna do it one night a weekend, stay in the other night, and I may even stay in the next weekend as a result. Weekends are really important for college, not just for socializing, but for resting, relaxing, getting yourself together, taking care of things. That's what a weekend is for. Weekends are for going to parties and therefore sitting alone in your bed very quietly. And not going out doesn't mean you don't have plans, it doesn't mean you don't have a social life, it doesn't mean you're not hanging out with people. It just means that you're not going out to big parties. Staying in doesn't have to be boring. Staying in doesn't mean that you're not hanging out with your friends or talking to people. And it doesn't even mean you're not drinking. This is college. I have seen people pregame things that I would not in a million years think to pregame. Don't worry if you don't like going out to big parties. I think you should go. I think you should pick and choose your battles. I like to go to one or two like big parties a month and then intersperse my weekend activities with just hanging out with people, going to smaller things, going to small group hangouts. That for me is what's fun. And you know what else is fun? Laying in my bed and watching Netflix. I know that everyone tells you that your 20s or your college is for going out and partying, and I think that's true, and it is an experience that you need to have. You need to go to at least one big disgusting party in college. And if you're like me, you will go, you will be horrified, and you will never go again. But you gotta do it once. I'm a junior, I never really had a wild phase of going out to big parties all the time, but I did have a phase where I was going out more because I thought I was boring and that, you know, I was staying in on the weekends because I didn't want to go out, and I was constantly turning down offers to do things, to go to parties, to go out, because I just didn't feel like it. I was too tired. I thought, man, I'm so boring. So then there was a period of time where I was going to parties, you know, smaller parties every week, sometimes 2 nights a week, and it was exhausting, and I was so tired and so stressed out because I was living as if I were an extrovert, and I never had time to myself, and I never had time to just build my energy back up, and that is so important. So if you're an introvert, it doesn't mean you're boring. It just means you need some time. You need time to rest and relax. Some people rest and relax by going and blowing off steam, and I'm all for blowing off steam when it's needed. But sometimes you just need serene, quiet relaxation. You need to lay on the couch and watch, say it's The Dress, Atlanta. Life is scary. So the thing about being an introvert and not wanting to go out and constantly being the type of person who hears about things, gets invited to things, and like, rather not. If you haven't been out in a while, take the leap, take the plunge, just do it. You're very rarely going to regret it, and if a party is that bad, you can leave. It's totally fine. And if a party is fun, then you'll be happy you went. So introverts, you're not boring. Don't think that you're boring. You are doing plenty of interesting things. You're just not having your fun the way that the media is telling us to have fun. But the media also tells us that things like the cinnamon challenge and ombre hair are good ideas. So are we gonna listen to them? If you like the prospect, click my mug.